Welcome back to the channel, US Rare Coins News, Top 1, where ordinary-looking coins turn into extraordinary stories of history, mystery, and money. Today's spotlight is on a powerful and often misunderstood American classic, the United States of America Eisenhower $1 coin from 1974. This is a coin many people have seen, some have spent, and most have never truly examined. But once you understand its story, design, and collector appeal, you'll realize why this coin continues to attract serious attention in the numismatic world. Make sure you stay with me until the very end, because that's when we reveal what this coin has actually sold for at auction. The Eisenhower dollar holds a special place in American coinage. It was the first $1 coin issued by the United States after the death of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man remembered not only as the 34th President of the United States but also as a five-star general and supreme commander of Allied forces during World War II. When the U.S. Mint introduced the Eisenhower dollar in 1971, it wasn't just creating a new coin, it was honoring a national hero and a defining era of American strength and leadership. By the time the 1974 Eisenhower dollar was minted, the United States was going through major social and economic change. The early 1970s were marked by inflation, shifting global politics, and a nation redefining itself after the Apollo moon missions and the Vietnam War. The Eisenhower dollar circulated during this uncertain yet historic time, making it a true reflection of American identity in metal form. The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin was produced for circulation as well as for collectors, and it came from two main mints. Coins from Philadelphia were struck without a mint mark, while coins from Denver carried a small D mint mark. These coins were made primarily from a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving them a bright, silvery appearance that often causes confusion with silver coins. While they contain no silver in circulation form, their size, weight, and bold design give them a commanding presence. Unlike modern dollar coins, the front of the coin features a strong and dignified portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower. His expression reflects calm authority and confidence, qualities that defined his leadership both in war and in peace. The details in the hair, facial structure, and lettering are especially important when evaluating condition. Coins that retain sharp lines and smooth fields immediately stand out to collectors who understand the value of preservation. On the reverse side, the design becomes even more symbolic. The image of an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. This design represents America's dominance in space exploration while also emphasizing peace. Earth is visible in the background, adding depth and a sense of global perspective. It's a bold, artistic design that connects military strength, scientific achievement, and hope for unity. Although millions of 1974 Eisenhower dollars were produced, not all of them are equal in the eyes of collectors. Most examples entered circulation and were used heavily in casinos, vending machines, and everyday transactions. Over time, this caused contact marks, scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details. As a result, high-grade examples that remain uncirculated and untouched are far more difficult to find today. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. A circulated Eisenhower dollar may appear common, but a coin that has never been used, with full luster and crisp details, enters a completely different category. Collectors carefully examine strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. Coins with clean fields, strong relief, and original mint shine are the ones that command attention. Adding another layer of excitement are minting errors and unusual strike characteristics. Some 1974 Eisenhower dollars were struck off-center, while others may show doubled lettering, weak strikes, or planchet flaws. These errors were accidental, making them rare and highly desirable. Error coins stand out because no two are exactly alike, and collectors are often willing to pay significant premiums for these unexpected variations. Another point of interest is that some 1974 Eisenhower dollars were struck with exceptional quality compared to others. Coins with deep, mirror-like surfaces or unusually sharp details are often the result of early die strikes. These examples are especially prized when professionally graded, as certification confirms authenticity and condition, removing uncertainty for buyers. Over the years, interest in Eisenhower dollars has steadily grown. Once overlooked due to their size and weight, they are now appreciated for their historical importance and bold designs. As fewer high-quality examples remain available, demand continues to rise, especially among collectors building complete Eisenhower dollar sets or focusing on high-grade specimens. Now comes the part everyone waits for, the value reveal. While many 1974 Eisenhower dollars are still worth face value in circulated condition, exceptional examples tell a very different story. At major auctions, a top-condition 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin, professionally graded and preserved in outstanding mint state condition, has achieved an auction price of up to $12,000, yes, a single Eisenhower dollar from 1974 reaching 5 figures at auction. That's the power of condition, rarity, and collector demand coming together at the perfect moment. So before you overlook that large dollar coin sitting in a drawer or collection, take a closer look. Examine the details, check the mint mark, and consider professional grading. What looks ordinary today could be a hidden piece of American history worth a remarkable amount of money. Top 2. Today, we're stepping back into one of the most fascinating decades of American coinage to uncover the true story behind the United States of America Eisenhower $1 from 1972. This is a coin many people recognize instantly, yet very few truly understand. At first glance, it may seem common and ordinary, but once you learn what makes this year so special, you'll realize why collectors all over the world are still searching for it today. Stay with me until the very end, because that's when the true value of this coin is finally revealed. The Eisenhower dollar was created to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of the most respected figures in American history. He was not only the 34th President of the United States, but also a legendary military leader who guided Allied forces to victory during World War II. When the Eisenhower dollar was introduced in the early 1970s, it represented strength, leadership, and national pride. By 1972, the coin had firmly established itself as a symbol of America's past achievements and future ambitions. The early 1970s were a powerful time in American history. The country was still celebrating its triumph in space exploration, adjusting to social change, and navigating economic challenges. The Eisenhower dollar from 1972 reflects this era perfectly. It carries the weight of Cold War tension, technological progress, and a nation redefining its place in the world. Every detail of this coin tells a story far bigger than its $1 face value. The 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin was struck at multiple U.S. mint locations. Coins produced in Philadelphia were issued without a mint mark, while those struck in Denver featured a small D. These coins were made using a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving them a bright silver-like appearance that often confuses new collectors. Despite their large size and impressive look, most were used in everyday commerce, especially in casinos and large transactions, leading to heavy circulation and where dot on the front of the coin, the bold portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower immediately commands attention. His face reflects calm authority, wisdom, and resolve. Collectors closely examine this portrait when evaluating the coin's condition. Sharp hair details, smooth surfaces, and strong lettering can dramatically influence desirability. Coins that still show original luster and crisp features stand far above those dulled by time and use. The reverse design is where the 1972 Eisenhower dollar becomes truly legendary. It features a majestic eagle descending toward the moon while holding an olive branch. Earth appears in the background, symbolizing global unity and peace. This design was inspired by America's Apollo space missions and serves as a reminder of one of the nation's greatest achievements. It's not just artwork, it's a celebration of human ambition and scientific triumph. What makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar especially fascinating to collectors is that not all reverse designs from this year are the same. Subtle differences in the depiction of Earth exist, and these variations were created unintentionally during the minting process. To the untrained eye, these differences may seem minor, but to experienced collectors, they are incredibly important. Certain versions are significantly scarcer than others, making them some of the most sought-after Eisenhower dollars ever produced. Because millions of Eisenhower dollars were minted in 1972, most examples encountered today show clear signs of wear. Scratches, contact marks, faded luster, and softened details are common. That's why coins that have survived in exceptional condition are so difficult to find. Uncirculated examples with clean fields and full brilliance are prized, and professionally graded specimens attract intense competition when they appear on the market. Minting errors also add another layer of excitement to this coin. Some 1972 Eisenhower dollars were struck with off-center designs, double details, or unusual planchet flaws. These mistakes happened by accident, making each error coin unique. Collectors value these coins not just for rarity, but for the story behind how they were created. An error transforms a common coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Over time, the Eisenhower dollar has gained new respect among numismatists. Once considered bulky and impractical, it is now appreciated for its bold size, historical significance, and artistic depth. The 1972 issue, in particular, has become one of the most talked about years in the series due to its design variations and high-grade rarity. As fewer pristine examples remain available, interest and demand continue to grow. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. While many 1972 Eisenhower $1 coins are still worth only their face value in worn condition, elite examples tell a completely different story. At major auctions, a top-quality 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin, preserved in exceptional mint state condition and recognized as one of the rare design varieties, has reached an auction price of over $14,000. Yes, a single Eisenhower dollar from 1972 selling for more than $14,000. That's the incredible power of rarity, condition, and collector demand combined. So before you overlook that large dollar coin tucked away in a drawer or old collection, take a closer look. History, beauty, and surprising value may be hiding right in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this deep exploration of the 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin and want to uncover more hidden treasures from American coinage, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another discovery. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the biggest treasures come in the heaviest coins. Top 3. Today, we're traveling back to the beginning of a legendary American coin series to explore the United States of America Eisenhower $1 from 1971. This was not just another dollar coin, it was the birth year of a bold new design and a tribute to one of the most respected leaders in U.S. history. Many people have held this coin, some have spent it, and countless others have overlooked it completely. But once you understand its background and importance, you'll see why the 1971 Eisenhower dollar holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. Make sure you stay until the very end, because that's when we reveal what this coin has achieved at auction. The Eisenhower dollar was introduced at a historic moment in American history. Dwight D. Eisenhower was more than just a former president, he was a five-star general and a symbol of American strength, unity, and victory. After his passing in 1969, the United States sought a meaningful way to honor his legacy. The result was the Eisenhower $1 coin, first issued in 1971. This marked the return of a large-sized dollar coin after decades of absence, instantly making it stand out in everyday commerce. The year 1971 itself was a turning point for the United States. The nation was adjusting to rapid social change, redefining its role on the global stage, and celebrating major achievements in science and technology. The Eisenhower dollar captured this spirit perfectly. It was large, bold, and unapologetically powerful, much like the man it honored. As the first year of issue, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar carries extra historical weight, which collectors often value highly. The 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin was struck at multiple U.S. mint facilities. Coins from Philadelphia were issued without a mint mark, while Denver minted coins carried a D mint mark. These circulation strikes were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving them a silver-like shine that often causes confusion among new collectors. Their size and weight made them impressive to hold, but also impractical for everyday use, which contributed to many coins being stored, spent in limited environments, or heavily circulated. On the front of the coin, the portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower dominates the design. His image reflects calm authority, intelligence, and leadership. Collectors carefully examine this side of the coin when assessing condition. Strong details in the hair, sharp lettering, and clean surfaces can greatly increase desirability. Even small marks or dullness can dramatically affect value. making high-quality examples especially difficult to find today. The reverse of the coin is one of the most iconic designs ever placed on a U.S. coin. It features an eagle descending onto the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch. Earth can be seen floating in the background, creating a sense of depth and realism. This design was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia and represents both American technological achievement and a message of peace. It connects military strength, scientific progress, and hope for unity in a single powerful image. Although millions of Eisenhower dollars were minted in 1971, most of them did not survive in top condition. Many entered circulation and were used repeatedly, resulting in scratches, contact marks, and worn details. Others were stored improperly and suffered from environmental damage. Because of this, truly uncirculated examples with full mint luster and clean surfaces are far scarcer than the mintage numbers suggest. The first year of any coin series is always special to collectors, and the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is no exception. Coins from initial production runs often show differences in strike quality, surface texture, and overall appearance. Some examples were struck more sharply than others, making well-defined coins especially desirable. When combined with excellent preservation, these factors can significantly elevate a coin's status in the collector market. Minting errors also play an important role in the value of certain 1971 Eisenhower dollars. Errors such as double details, off-center strikes, weak impressions, or planchet flaws occurred during the early production phase. These mistakes were unintentional, making each error coin unique. Collectors are drawn to these pieces because they represent rare moments when the minting process did not go as planned. Over the years, appreciation for the Eisenhower dollar has grown steadily. Once dismissed as too large and inconvenient, it is now admired for its artistic design and historical significance. The 1971 issue, as the foundation of the series, holds particular importance. Collectors building complete Eisenhower dollar sets often place strong emphasis on acquiring a high-grade 1971 example, especially one that has been professionally graded. Now comes the moment everyone waits for, the value reveal. While most circulated 1971 Eisenhower $1 coins remain close to face value, exceptional specimens tell a very different story. At major coin auctions, a top-condition 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin, preserved in outstanding mint state condition and professionally certified, has reached an auction price of over $10,000. Yes, a single Eisenhower dollar from 1971 selling for more than $10,000. That's the power of history, condition, and collector demand coming together. So before you dismiss that large dollar coin sitting quietly in a drawer or collection, take a closer look. You might be holding the very first chapter of an iconic American coin series, and a surprisingly valuable piece of history. That if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin and want more fascinating stories from the world of US coins, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another discovery. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting, because sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight.